My name's Penny. I'm the owner of Penny Psychic Readings. It may be a little bit odd today for the Facebook Live because we've had the Wi-Fi go down here at home. So I'm actually doing my Facebook Live this morning on my mobile. So I endeavour to bring you the same as what I've brought you before, which is 10 minutes of announcements, 10 minutes of topic, and 10 minutes free live guidances. Don't get your guidances into me until I say, which is around about the final 10 minutes really, because what happens is your comments start scrolling up the screen, and then your questions fall off the end. But we are being joined by two viewers at the moment. So hello, Julie and Abigail. Okay, so anyway, what's happening within Penny Psychic Readings? Well, I've been really busy this week with instant messenger readings. That's been really popular. So if you do fancy a reading like that, do hop over to the website and get a reading via the instant messenger. People do find them quite useful actually. It's very useful if you've got a lot of questions. There is bookable dates from September the 8th for London still, and also there is MK8 dates as well. There's dates for next weekend for the 29th, but also there's dates for August as well now on the website. So if you do live in the MK8 area and you really fancy having a home visit from me for your reading, then do hop over to the website and have a look at that. There's no extra cost for them at all. Okay. So do hop over to the website. The demonstration parties are still proving to be very popular. So if you do fancy a demonstration party, do go over to the website www.penny-psychicreadings.co.uk and have a look at them. Demonstration parties proving quite popular. And what other changes? There's a few more reviews that have gone on online actually, so you can have a look at them. I'm going to have a slurp of my coffee. So good morning to Yana and Annette and Samantha has joined us. So I'm going to be bringing you a topic in a bit as well. I'm going to be talking for 10 minutes about a topic, so hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. Yeah, so all systems go. Still very, very busy within Penny Psychic Readings. Still much going on with Sky 886, and the media schedule for August is now on the website too. Also, we have Facebook Live schedule now. I've started to put one of these in a week for you because the demand was there, and so I've been scheduling those in. I've nearly done the schedule for August, so that is now on the website, so you can have a look to see when they're coming up. But also Andrea, my PA, will post every Sunday to the Facebook page when the link to the schedule, so that's going to be quite good, and I'm really pleased that the demand was there for that, and that these seemed really popular. Okay, so that's the media schedule that's been updated, and also the Facebook Live schedule is updated too. Also, just to let you know that I do have an article on the shelves at the moment in the shops. I have written an article for Take a Break magazine, which is now currently on the shelves and for sale. So that's the August edition of Take a Break, and that will be on sale all the way through July. Obviously will come off the shelves early August. Okay, so I'm quite proud of that. The work I'm doing for Take a Break Fake Fortune does seem to be picking up. Very ad hoc still, but it is picking up. Don't forget, we have Penny Psychic Readings does have chosen charity. We do support the Northampton branch of Cats Protection. We do donate every month into the Cats Protection, but also your donations would be most welcome. If you text £1 to TY7, hold on, text TY to, I'll tell you in a minute. If you text TY0061 with a pound to 70070. Did you know that £1 will give a cat 2 meals? Okay, so that will keep one cat for a day. Okay, so even a donation of £1 would be truly grateful for our Cat Protection League main charity that we support. Okay, so in terms of the topic I'm going to be looking at today, it's quite interesting actually, and we're being joined by a load of girls at the moment. So Wendy is watching us, and Samantha, another Samantha, Jackie is watching us, Cheryl's watching. Hi ladies. Rio has just joined us as well. Okay, so I'm just going to have another sip of coffee. Okay, and the topic that I'm bringing you today is 10 things alpha women need in a relationship. An alpha woman is a woman that's strong and got independence of mind. And it's independent in every sense of the word. So that's financially independent, independent of mind, got her own life. You know, doesn't need a man. What is with a man or a partner because they want to be, not because they need to be. I do class myself in that category actually. Okay, so we don't need a man for anything really. So let's have a look at some signs of what alpha women need in a relationship. So we're being joined now by Kirsty. So hi Kirsty and Anna. Right, okay, so they need to be challenged. An alpha woman needs to be challenged. A partner to an alpha woman needs to be able to hold their own. An alpha woman needs someone to compete with who is secure enough in their own abilities to be gracious in victory and a good sport in defeat. Okay, they need trust. An alpha female needs to know that they can tell their man something in confidence and that will stay within the relationship. They need to be able to let their guard down once in a while and show their vulnerable side, but they also need to know that they can trust someone not to stab them in the back for their own gain. Okay, this is quite challenging for man, I believe, because men still have this inbuilt thing where they have to be the man and the provider. It's an old-fashioned thing that seems to be very much still ingrained in man. So kind of when they come up against an alpha female, it does cause quite a few challenges within a relationship quite often. Quite often they want someone that's not needy, that's not going to depend upon them, but then on the flip side, they want to look after a woman as well. And let's face it, you guys just can't have it both ways these days. You know, we are being joined now by Sunil. So good morning to you, and by Tracy. So hi to you as well. Okay, so now for female, they need to have respect in their relationship. They need their partner to respect their decisions and not to second guess them at every turn. It's okay to challenge them before the decision is made, but not afterwards. They need the space and their boundaries respected as well. This also includes not being lied to for whatever reason. Okay, they need someone who doesn't belittle them when they are angry or put them on a pedestal when they fall off, because they will eventually fall off that pedestal. Okay, okay, so what's everybody thinking about this topic? Do they find it interesting? Just let me know, pop a comment on there to see whether you're finding the topic interesting or not. Okay, they need their independence. An alpha female needs to know that they're able to enjoy their personal passions, their friends, and to do what needs to be done without comment or recourse. They don't need a clingy person who can't survive for a few hours without them. They want someone to like them who has their own life outside of the relationship. So this is why it's important, guys, to keep your friends going, your beer buddies, and also keeping your own work and your own businesses, money, that kind of thing. They need someone who can keep up. So an alpha female will have things that needs to be done, and nobody's going to do these things for them. They are moving at a very high speed, generally with lots of things going on. They are very time efficient and booked up solidly in their diaries. They need someone who can hang with them, and they're high pressure and a high intensity environment. So a bit like myself in terms of they will have their own business interests, that kind of thing, and they're here, there and everywhere. They're juggling everything. An alpha female will just juggle. Okay, so they basically need a man that's going to keep up with that. Okay, so they need an equal partner. So an alpha female needs to have somebody who's an equal partner, somebody that can carry their own weight in the relationship. They need someone who has their own opinions, who has their own finances in order, who has their ego in a healthy place as well. So nobody that's egotistical or narcissistic can have a healthy relationship with an alpha female, basically. They need someone to walk with, not behind them or in front of them. They don't have to be the same or have the same opinions even, hobbies or friends. They have to be a complete and self-sufficient person on their own through before that they can be a partner. They need to be able to have a laugh as well. An alpha female needs someone who can make them laugh, lighten the mood in their often stressful and high-pressured lives. They need someone who can bring a smile to their face, who can tease them and be teased in return without hurt feelings on either side. I'm just going to have a sip of coffee here. That's better. Have you got a coffee as well? Okay, we are being joined now by Susan. So hi there, Susan. Morning. Okay, so they need to be called out when necessary. So an alpha female needs someone who's strong enough and secure enough to call out an alpha female on basically her own bullshit. Okay, someone to remind them that they are not perfect and they can make mistakes from time to time without being a jerk about it. Everyone needs their ego checked occasionally, and the alpha woman is no exception to this. Their power and personality makes it necessary to have someone who will rein them in a bit when they go off the rails. Okay, what's everybody thinking about this? Let me know your comments on what you're thinking about the topic today. Okay, they also need someone who is informed. In order to be all of those things, a partner of an alpha female has to be informed about the things from current events to historic knowledge. They have to be able to have an intelligent conversation with the alpha woman and express ideas on her level. In the age of social media and information bubbles, it's important for the partner of an alpha woman to have a tuned gut feeling, basically, about what's right, what's wrong, what's morally right, everything like that. Okay, so also they need somebody with tact. An alpha female, most importantly, they need someone with tact. Someone who knows when to have an intense talk about something important and when to let it go for now. They need someone who can handle their moods and emotions without ruffling the feathers any more than they already are. They need someone who is thoughtful, sensitive enough to pick up on how they're feeling and broach difficult subjects in private. Okay, well, I'm going to show you now. Okay, so that's all our points about alpha females. It'd be interesting to know whether you class yourself as an alpha female or whether you prefer to have an alpha male in your relationship. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to point out some tarot cards that potentially show an alpha female or an alpha male within a tarot spread, and we're going to go from there. So in terms of an alpha male, somebody that likes to be in control in their relationship, somebody that is a provider, I would probably say that it's the Emperor. Okay, see that these tarot cards are a bit old and smelly now, so I'd say that the Emperor was the alpha dominant male in a relationship. Okay, he is the protector, he's the provider. He can actually be a little bit on the controlling side. Actually, he can be a bit abrasive at times, but more importantly, he is the alpha male. He's the dominant one. He's the one that says it as it should be or is. Okay, now I'm just having a root through here because I'm going to show you what an alpha female would look like. Okay, If I can find the right cards, that is. Oh my gosh, they've got jumping cards. Now I'd go for the Queen of Wands for the alpha female, to be perfectly honest with you. She'd come up as the Queen of Wands or the High Priestess as well. I'm going to try and show you the cards. There you go, there's the High Priestess. The High Priestess has lovely emotions as well, with their thoughts, you know, somebody that's possibly quite psychic, very, very good gut feeling, to be honest, but somebody that's very much in charge of their own mind, basically. Their own mind, their own thoughts, their own abilities, really. Okay, so we're just saying good morning to Vicky and Carol and Charlie, and Leanne has just joined us as well. So good morning to you all. Okay, it's really lovely to have you with us today, and I'm going to be also talking to you in a little bit about how I work. So basically, I'm a clairvoyant psychic medium, and I work with my natural psychic abilities. I do come from a line of travellers going back generations, so 4th generation psychic, and comes from the last in the line of proper travellers was 4 generations ago. Okay, and they went up and down the country reading their tarot cards. And so it has come down the line in the family, so I do read with my natural ability. I read with these cards here, which are the Magical Tarot. Okay, they're quite old and smelly now, as you can probably see, but I've had those from the very, very beginning, and I do enjoy working with those very much. I also have here the angel cards, and these are the Healing with the Angels, and you may actually have a deck of these at home in your cupboard yourself, you know. If you'd like to book a reading with me, then I can tell you how to use them, because angel cards do a very different job to the tarot cards. That's a really important thing to know. Okay, now I always have a crystal ball with me as well when I work, and I've got about 5 that I work with, but today what I'm going to show you is the honey calcite crystal ball. And this is a brand new one that I bought actually just recently, and I've been really, really enjoying it. It's a nice soft yellow colour, so I don't know whether you find that quite pretty. I do. Now the honey calcite is very good for kind of any emotional issues that you may have. So if you're feeling quite let down or upset emotionally, you know, you've been damaged in love, the honey calcite is a good one to carry around with you. It's also very good for opening up the sacral chakra, which sits at the bottom of your spine, and also your solar plexus chakra that sits just underneath the rib cage. Okay, so it's the yellow that gets drawn to those chakras, and also it's very good for women's things, women's problems, you know, like if you've got any heavy period pain or anything like that, anything in that area. Always worth carrying a piece of honey calcite around with you. Okay, so that's the honey calcite crystal ball. Okay, now this is the time that everybody waits for on my Facebook lives. This is the time when you can now get your guidances, your free questions over to me, and I will work my way through them one by one. So if you do have any questions at all today, do get those into me now. I'm not going to answer any questions on very serious health matters like cancer or whether somebody's going to live or die. I don't touch that, okay? Just purely on principle. I don't feel it's fair. Okay, but if you've got any questions that you would like answering in the next 10 minutes, do get them over to me, because we've got 10 minutes left of this little show. Everybody's joining us now. It's funny that, isn't it? Hello to David, hello to John, hello to Tony and to Emma. So if you want those questions answered by me now, get them over, get your questions over to me, and I can sit here and work my way through those guidances. Ask me whatever you like, I don't know. Maybe you've got a hot date lined up this week. Maybe you're chatting to someone and you want to know whether it's going to lead somewhere. Maybe you're in the middle of a house move and you want to know whether it's all going to go through or not. Maybe you just want to read them for the rest of July, or maybe you want to know what pointers are coming up in August. Get those questions over to me right now. It is completely free of charge. All that I ask is, when you've had your question answered, if you can just share the video on your Facebook page, that would be absolutely lovely. All these videos are uploaded to my YouTube channel at a later date, and so therefore you can watch them all back, okay? So do get those questions over to me now if you want them answered in the next 8 minutes, because literally at 10:30 I'm going to end the Facebook Live video and go off and do some work. So if you've got questions that you want answering, pop them into the comments box and I will work my way through them. All that I would ask is that you share the video after you've had your guidance. Okay, we've got one here for Sunny, and I'm going to crouch down and read this because I'm doing this on my phone, like I say, because the Wi-Fi is not good in this house at the moment. Okay. Hi Penny, I'm just really worried about my future. I have a job interview tomorrow, also financial difficulty for me. Right, Sun. Let's have a look at this job interview and see what is arising with regards to the job interview, and see how that's going to go, darling, okay? Right, okay. Right, I can see a little bit of financial chaos there around you. That seems to be affecting all the other areas of your life, okay, at the moment. Now, in terms of the job interview, I have to say, I want you to go in there with a positive mental attitude. I really do, okay? But it doesn't look as if it's this job. But I will say to you that I do feel as if there is a job coming up within the next 4 months. I do. The number 4 is very important around this, okay? Whether that's 4 weeks or 4 months, Sunil, right? Because there is going to be quite a big pull round of your financial situation. I want you to go in there tomorrow with this positive mental attitude, you know, for the interview. I'm not seeing a particularly successful outcome, but I want you to use it as experience, okay? Because I do feel as if you are getting better and better at these interviews, okay? But the number 4 is very significant in terms of 4 weeks or 4 months with regards to getting a job and pulling that round, okay, my darling? So I hope you found that useful. If you could actually please share the video, that would be very grateful for that, okay? I'm going to have another select copy now. Okay, we have a guidance here for Tony Jane Oyston. Hello, can you tell me what's going to be the turnout for the rest of the year for me, please? Ooh, that's a lot to do in a minute or so. Okay, Tony, let's have a look. Okay, I'm going to do a very, very brief thing here, because obviously I'm going to look at the rest of the year. Then it's quite an in-depth reading. Okay, so hello to Karen Dent, who's joined us as well. Okay, I will say there's quite a few decisions to make for you, Tony, in the rest of this year. I do feel as if there's decisions to make around a relationship. It does feel to me as if it's gone through a bit of a patch. And I will say to you also, I'm feeling that whoever's around you has to make work decisions as well. And I feel as if something's coming up for them work-wise, which is very positive, actually. I also feel in terms of this family matters to attend to as well. And I do feel as if there's commitment, I don't know whether this is a marriage or living together, in terms of a relationship that needs to be looked at also. But I feel actually that the rest of this year for you, Tony, is about decision making, moving forward, putting actual firm foundations in place for 2018. This is very much a foundation year for you. Okay, and then things can sort of take off more for you from next year, from 2018, Tony. So I hope that's helped. If you can just share the video, that would be absolutely fab. We're just saying hello to Mel Clayson. I used to go to school with her. Hello, Mel. And to Elaine as well. She's one of my party hostesses, Elaine is. Right, okay. And hello to Philip. Okay, so Elaine, morning Penny, anything for me please? Okay darling, I'm going to use my angel cards on this one. Okay, right, you've got your guardian angel that sits around you at the moment, my pop here, and I do feel as if I've got a male energy coming in here. I want to say that I feel as if this person, when they were here, they're a very upbeat, positive person, and I feel as if they didn't necessarily expect to go over so soon. I've got between, they're about between 40 and 50, and I feel also as if they were very positive right up until the end. Okay, I am seeing hair loss with this person as well, so I don't know whether they were bored or they lost their hair through illness. In fact, I feel as if there was illness around them, to be perfectly honest. Okay, they're very much bringing in healing around you right now, Elaine. It looks like you've had some stresses around you right now, very much looking at healing for you, and also they're asking you to take the power back in your situations in your life, okay, because at the moment there's a feeling of not really knowing what to do, what direction to go in, and now's the time to really take the bull by the horns and take the control back in your life there, my darling Elaine, and then you will come into the next phase of healing, which is your where you've healed but you are vulnerable, because the Archangel is coming in around this as well. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed that guidance, Elaine, and I hope that's helped for you. Okay, thank you, Tony, for sharing that. Elaine, if you could share that for me, that would be lovely. Thanks, Tony, for sharing. Hi to Jo Boss. She's one of my party hostesses as well from a while ago. So hi to you. If there's any more guidances, we've got literally 2 minutes left to get some more guidances in. If you've got any questions, just get them over to me right now. We've got 6 people that have joined us right now. We've got a couple of minutes left for literally 2 more guidances. So if you do want something cancelling, get it over to me now. Perhaps you just want to know how the rest of the week is going to pan out for you the next 7 days. Maybe you just want to read it for between, you know, Wednesday and the weekend. You know, we can do that. We can look at the short term. Maybe you've got a big decision to make this week and you just want to know how that's going to pan out and go. Well, I can let you know what I see from the spirit world. So if anybody is watching, literally it's 1 minute left to go, so I can just fit one more guidance in if you want. Alison Moody's watching. Hi, Alison. And Paula Edwards. Once you've had your guidance, if you can please share. Literally, I'm going to do this last guidance here. It's from Kathy Welsh. Morning. I've been on my own for 5 years now. Can you see if there will be anyone coming in? Okay, Kathy. As I tune into you, and this is my last guidance, by the way. As I tune into you, Kathy, what I am sensing here is I feel like you've got a bit stuck in a rut. Okay, and I feel as if you're not doing anything to be proactive in terms of finding any love and romance. Okay, now I do appreciate that we come up against these times where people just come into our lives, okay, but I'm feeling really there needs to be some proactivity from yourself at the moment, okay, to really kick-start it. So basically then fate can come in and give you a helping hand with that. What I do feel here is I do feel, and I'm going hands-free with this, I haven't turned any cards over yet, I do feel as if you are supposed to be with someone, to be honest, but I also feel here as if this is more about companionship than marriage or something like that, okay. I do feel that if you put your best foot forward and started to be a little bit proactive in these matters, I do feel as if there would be opportunity coming into your life, but at the moment it's like saying, I can't be bothered, you know, I want this but I can't be bothered, okay, and that's the feeling that I get, okay, but I do see plenty of opportunity if you put your best foot forward. So I just leave that with you, and I hope you've enjoyed that guidance, Kathy. Right, I have come to the end of the guidances and to the end of the Facebook Live show. So if you want to join me next time, the next one is Friday the 28th of July at 3 o'clock. So do come back and join me. There will be a reminder to the link to the schedule posted at the weekend, and also there will be a reminder on the day of the Facebook Live posted to Facebook as well. That will keep you updated. Do check back at the website though for any updates in the meantime. And also, if you do want to book an MK8 reading or a London reading, spaces are available at the moment. Okay, just really leaves me to say bye for now, and this video will be uploaded to my YouTube channel in due course. Bye for now.